Drake Queen Game, and it's Sileo on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Sileo, Ties Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! Jeez, dude, enough of the multiverse mumbo-jumbo. That sort of crap makes my head hurt just thinking about it. Sorry, it's just so frustrating that my time with him was all a waste. I'll find out his damn secrets if it's the last thing I do. The fact that he doesn't want me to know, that's good enough reason for me to find out. Damn right, my dude, we're gonna unravel this stupid mystery. My dude? Jeez, he sounds like Russell's rubbing off on you. Hey, for what it's worth, I said it first. He just, uses it way too much. Are you sure you said it first? Maybe you've just taken a liking and want to be more like him. Maybe you're craving a bit of shark, eh, Diego? But what? I ain't into seafood. Besides, fish are weird with their gills and smooth scales and shit. Besides, sharks, whatever Diego had, I know exactly what he's fucking thinking about. Whatever Diego had in his mind, it was clearly going to be a sharp turn in our conversation, judging by his embarrassed expression and his nervous scratching of the fur on his neck. They have, two dongs, right? That just doesn't sit right with me, man. What'd you even do with the second one? Wait, do they? I'm telling you, dude, I'm sure they have two. No way, I'm sure I realized that I too was about to guide the conversation in a rather inappropriate direction, but considering the topic we were already discussing and how casual my relationship with Diego has been of late, I proceeded with my statement unabated. I was watching porn a while back in Sidonia one night after work, and there was a shark in it, I think. It's kind of grainy. My internet was ass in that apartment. Rats chewed the wires, so I had to go cellular. The reception was rough, probably because the building was old and concrete. Full bars outside, but only 2 bars with the router by the window, and then I was competing with every other Wi-Fi network in the building for bandwidth anyway. It was a mess. Hey, come on, get to the point. I want to hear about the porn. That's such a you thing to say, Diego. Shut up. Basically, I'm pretty sure one of the dudes was a shark, and I'm pretty sure he only had the one. Dude, seriously, swear on my life they have 2. But that makes no sense. Why would they need 2? Everybody else just has 1. Okay then, dude, how about we make this a bet? I directed a firm gaze in Diego's direction, assessing whether his bet would be worth taking. I was certain I'd only seen one, and Diego was hardly a font of biological knowledge. And, come to think of it, I can think of something worth the wager. Alright, Diego, let's make this a bet, but I have one condition. Hey, slapping conditions on things at the last minute is my shtick. And maybe you could consider setting better examples for your impressionable best friends, huh? Here's my condition. If I'm right, you accept my damn rent money without any further arguments, and you don't return it. Still want to take the bet? I mean, duh, it's not like that'll happen because, I'm right. And you know what? Seeing as I'm right, you'll have no qualms about keeping your damn money and never offering to pay rent again. I resumed my firm stare, this time promptly matched by Diego. Our surroundings were eerily silent, the atmosphere thick with tension. An imaginary tumbleweed skipped haphazardly across the ground between us. I faced my opponent, the roughest, toughest, most dastardly dingo for miles around. My hand was poised at my waist, at the ready to put one between his eyes. Draw! What? I meant deal. Oh, deal. Feeling like a bit of a fool, I extended my hand to Diego, offering to seal the deal with an officious handshake, which Diego quickly obliged. As soon as my hand was unoccupied, I reached over to my phone, retrieving the charger and pulling up my browser with an incognito mode. What are you doing? Settling our bet. Gonna find me a nice naked shark. Ha, are you really that impatient? Just wait till the hot springs. You'll get to feast your eyes in person, my dude. Oh. With all the relationship chatter and anatomical skepticism, I had totally forgotten that I had agreed to meet Dom, Axel, and Russell at the hot springs. You're right, but I don't really want to get caught eyeing up Russell's junk. Dude, you only need a quick peek. Just trust me. I speak from experience, you can't trust the internet. I didn't find out for years about how cats have barbs on their... freaky shit, man. Dude, seriously, stop messing with me. They definitely have barbs. I mean, I should know. I did just get done dating a tiger. Wait, no way, he didn't? Nope. Has my entire life been a lie? Maybe it's just some species. It has to be. That's the only cat I've ever been with. Dude, Axel. Oh, hell no. Now you want me to perv on poor sweet Axel as well? Hey, it ain't perving, it's for science. Yes, let's have gay sex for science. Yes. Jeez, at this rate, I might as well perv on Dom, too. Complete the full set like some kind of token bathhouse creep. Dude, it ain't like that. Dom's candid like us. We don't need to look. We already know that we all have knots. Right? Wait. God. Come now, you get a face full of mine the other night. You know me, you know me well, you know we match up. But foxes, they're like, not quite the same, right? They're different and shit. So are dingoes, if you want to be difficult about it. We're not that different. We look kind of like you normal fancy dogs. Foxes are further out still. Dude, I'm having a crisis here. You gotta look for me. I sigh with considerable irritation. This problem could be solved so quickly with a quick search. It hardly seemed necessary to find out in person like this. Perhaps the solution would be to avert my eyes at the hot springs and go on the hunt for some videos in private later on. That way, I could answer the question and pretend as though I'd done as Diego had asked. Then again, would that in itself be weird? Looking up porn and stand-ins for all your friends? Damn. I hadn't even gotten out of bed yet. Today had already gone off the damn rails. You know, if you really if you really want to know, maybe you should come along yourself. I told you already, man. That's just a level of gay I can't handle. Besides, even if I wanted to, I've got to work real soon. That explains the work clothes, I guess. Hey, me working for Ty is that okay? Well, what with, you know... Diego, you have a mortgage, and while you'll be keeping my damn money because you're wrong about sharks having two dicks, that doesn't cover it alone. Ignoring every other possible reason, you should stick around if only for the financial one. But, still in the books with old Lucas, you know. Ty and Lucas have been in an agreement where Ty had dibs, and for a good while now it's only been him and me, so... I guess what I'm saying is, even though you never see me there, I do work there, honest. My point being, I could tell Ty to take a hike if that's what's best. Lucas has been stressing like crazy lately, and besides you working for him occasionally, he's just got a horny-ass rat and a hopefully knotted fox filling his ranks. He could use me. I'd be fine. Don't take that risk for me. What if you're not? What if Lucas's contracts dry up and if he doesn't need your help? What then? You're only on call like me, and by the sounds of things, it's just him and the horny-ass rat today. He could have called me in, but he didn't. Yeah, but that's probably because he knows what happened between you and Ty. Sure, you act all like you're doing okay, but he doesn't know that. You're forgetting the other time things went pear-shaped between Ty and me. Lucas called me in when he didn't even need me, just to keep an eye on me. Ty told me it was Lucas's idea, too, not his. I feel like he doesn't know, and doesn't need me besides. In other words, he has no work for me. I don't know, dude. Didn't you sleep through most of your shift last time around? Maybe he doesn't want you to pay you to sleep on the job again. Diego, regardless of why I'm not there today, my point stands. You better stick with Ty, at least for now. The expression on Diego's face still conveyed uncertainty. I scratched my chin, trying my hardest to conjure up some kind of justification for him staying that he would find agreeable. Thankfully, I came up with just the thing to put his dispute to rest. Think about it this way, Diego. We're trying to figure out what his deal is, right? Same goes for Spencer, who, need I remind you, visited Ty's bar just yesterday. With me out of the picture, I need you to be my inside man, keeping an eye on the comings and goings and looking for clues. What do you say, Inspector Diego? I should hope the task is not beyond your capabilities. Hey, you know it's not. Jeez, your mockery the thanks I get for considering your feelings? But, okay. Overt fluffing aside, you've got a valid point. I'll stick around. Ty's been good to me and all that, and it kinda sucks being caught in the middle. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I guess I want to know what's going on as much as you do. I don't really want to make any big decisions without looking at the bigger picture, but no matter what, I've got your back through this, okay? You and me, we go way back. No matter what happens, I'm with you every step of the way. We can water time. Hey guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? Okay. Thanks, Diego. I really appreciate your support. Diego smiled at me, before reaching blindly behind him with his left hand and petting the blankets under which I lay. Incidentally, he did so in the exact location of my junk. I rapidly threw on my poker face, hoping he hadn't realized what had just happened. Things are about to get awkward again. Dude, you've got a little squishy. Maybe you should cut back on these breakfasts, huh? Wouldn't want you ended up like me. Rude! Aw, relax. It's my fault, really, with all the crazy meals we've shared, and I bet those dates you went on with he who shall not be named didn't help much either. With a grin, Diego stood up from the bed and stretched his arms in sync with a massive and overdramatic yawn. Well, it's about that time. Ty messaged me earlier, asked me to start an hour early at 1 p.m., meaning I should have left 5 minutes ago, but let's be honest, he's lucky I didn't tell him to get bent. He messaged you? Did he say anything about, Nah, he didn't. He was actually weirdly concise. I think that's probably by design. Clear sign he didn't give a shit. I don't know about that, man. Maybe he just doesn't know what to say. Maybe he knows he's fucked up big time and doesn't want to rock the boat any further, or maybe you're right. Maybe he's just an ass after all. Maybe if I keep an eye on him today, I'll find out for sure. You do that. Thanks, Diego, and I appreciate your concern for me. Even if Ty doesn't care, at least I know my best friend has my back. Always, dude. You can count on me. Have a good day at work. We'll try. You ought to crack into breakfast, man. It's probably half cold by now. Oh, and enjoy your hella gay pool party. And remember, it's for science. For science. Sure. See you tonight, Diego. Catch you, man. With Diego's departure, I once again had the room all to myself. I reached over to the bedside table and retrieved my plate of breakfast, resting it on my lap. Digging into it with a knife and a fork, I tossed the first bite in my mouth, unsure of quite what to expect. Damn! That's not half bad! Checking my phone, precious little time remained before I too would have to leave. I had agreed to meet Dom and the others at the hot springs at 1:30 p.m. Diego had just left about 5 minutes too late to reach work on time, and the hot springs were about 10 minutes further away. I did the math. I knew I had about 15 minutes to get ready. I accelerated my eating pace, hoping that such rapid consumption would not result in indigestion, as I carefully strategized how the remaining 10 minutes would be spent on my breakfast that had been eaten. I was of a mind to skip a shower, thinking that I'd just be bathing in the hot springs anyway, but then again, I remember the camping trip when I'd bathed in the river instead, but still end up with a bit of a fragrance regardless. I sighed as I tossed the final bite of my late breakfast into my maw before hopping out of bed and departing my room in nothing else but my birthday suit. Thankfully, Diego had left several minutes ago, and heck, with how naked I was going to be later on, call it practice. I couldn't believe that I was going to be going to a traditional hot spring with 3 of my friends. As I stood beneath the flowing water, I struggled to not lose my focus, remembering that I needed to leave very soon. The water felt great running through my fur, but surely the hot spring would only feel better. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell, and check out our Patreon, YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!